Reasonable troublemakers.
Welcome to another. Oh shit!
Damn, this
Almost
guy's
dropped
starting
my
off
coffee.
hot. Starting off hot.
Damn. Well, welcome back to the number one troublemaking podcast in the world. I was like picking up my pieces. I was fumbling, but you know what? I'm your host, TT.
So good, bro. So
this
good.
is my host, Nathan, and this week we have a lot of shit to talk about. It's gonna piss you off, or it's probably gonna make you be like, you know what? These guys are reasonable.
Yeah, we can start off with something light.
Okay, let's start.
Something just about myself, like personally.
Okay.
I decided, I'll preface it by saying it's annoying because it made me realize how easy it could be and just how lazy I've been.
Okay, this is a gorilla. It feels like a gorilla.
Because I think like last week or the week before, I was like, yo, bro, I always feel bloated and the shit ain't hype. Like I'm not comfortable. I had to buy a new belt like a while ago, but then I ended up buying it way too fucking big, even for myself at that point.
Okay.
So then I was like on the last hole, and the shit was still loose.
That's
so then
crazy.
I was like, okay, I need to make extra hole because I'm not buying another belt at this point.
Okay.
I was never doing it, and then I finally decided to do it. Like I think last week, and I was like, okay, because like I was like, I wake up and I don't feel good and all this, like, so I'm like, yo, let me just try to do something. So I think I even saw like a clip of a podcast and they were talking about fasting, and it was like from a doctor. He said like the different types of fasting and what it actually does. And I think he was saying like if you're trying to lose only fat, like long fasts and then like short windows for eating is better, because the longer that you go without eating, your body's gonna have to survive, right? So then when you do eat, it will like store that because it wants to like use as little as possible, but then it will obviously use that because you probably didn't eat like that much.
Okay.
And then it will start attacking your fat. Whereas I think if you do intermittent fasting, which is shorter fasting periods, your body, like your metabolism, like keeps going back and forth. So I think it ends up like attacking everything. So it could be attacking muscle and everything to get energy. Whereas the longer fast, it like conserves energy in a better way. So it takes fat, because I think fat has more energy in a way when you're trying to like conserve. So it will attack the fat more. So I was like, yo, let me just try fasting, since at work anyway, sometimes it's hard to eat. And I skip my lunch so I can leave a little bit earlier. So no traffic. So this whole week I decided to do it. I thought I was only going to do like maybe like 12-hour fast and then eating. I ended up doing 20 hours, just not even on purpose. 20-hour fast every single day. So I would stop eating it by like 8 at night. And then I would eat again the first time at like 3:30 in the afternoon the next day.
Oh shit!
So I would just drink water all day, and I felt fine, bro.
Nigga, that's a water fast.
Yeah. But then I would eat, and then because like I even looked it up, what's good to eat after 20 hours of fasting? Because like you don't want to eat like Big Mac or something like that. It's gonna be crazy. They said it would be like an insulin spike, and your sugar will go crazy. So I was like, what's good? They said it's like nuts, like eggs, because it's like high in protein. Nuts are like good fats and like that. So I bought myself like cashews or almonds. And then like 2 boiled eggs, and I've been eating that every single day at like 3:30, and then an hour or 2 later, I have like supper, whatever it may be, and I was just doing that all week. Tell me how, like my belt feels loose. From this, when I checked the weight, I think originally it was like 265, which I think that's like the highest. Well, like, the highest I ever went was like 267. I was like, nah, bro, we need to get the fuck down. But now it's like I think it's at 260 in 1 week. My belt feels loose. I tried this shirt on. It feels looser. Everything like felt looser. I was like, say word, bro. My stomach doesn't feel bloated every day.
Good.
I was like, okay. I'm pissing like a motherfucker because I bought myself a jug, a 2-liter jug, which is also crazy. This is another thing. Like I wasn't drinking enough water. But, bro, I can drink water so easily, it would potentially scare you. Like that 2-liter jug, I could drink within 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Like to one point where like even Shannon was saying, I think you need to slow down, because I think one day I drank like 8 liters with ease.
You didn't get drunk? No, but seriously.
Nah.
You didn't get that. Oh shit. Okay.
But I was like, yeah.
tried that.
She's like, because I think they said if you're not working out, 2 liters is all you need for the day. If you're working out, you can do like 3, maybe up to 4, depending on how intense your workout is.
Okay, but also you work.
Yeah, I do work. Like, so
it's like you're always physical. So
but
okay,
like, yeah,
it makes sense.
I can easily like, because that's what I want to buy. Because like if I drink this, I'm gonna drink that shit down in a second.
Bro,
and it's gonna piss me
thing.
off.
I've just like slowed down.
When I have like a cup like that, I'll fill it up at the sink, drink the whole thing, and then fill it up again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I need something. I need something that's bigger.
100%.
So I got myself a 2-liter jug, and now like I just been drinking water easily. So I was like, yeah, I just need to continue. Like I said, it's not even that difficult.
No.
The only thing that fucks me up sometimes is like on the weekends. Then I might go out somewhere like with friends or like I might do something. But I've been like even throughout the week I was consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Even at one time my like wife was like, "Oh, do you want to get chips and drinks like to watch TV?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Why? It's past the time that I like stop eating." So I don't mind, but I'm not gonna do anything. And then she didn't do it either. So I was like, I guess it was good. But I was like, I stay consistent all week.
Good. That's good. Cause
So I was like, damn, bro. That's what I said. Like that's what pissed me off is because it really doesn't even feel that hard.
yeah.
And I feel like it made me like, what's the word I was gonna use? Like do other habits. Like this is another habit.
Shaving?
Well, because what I used to do is I used to shave only every Friday.
Okay.
So I would let like my hair grow out and I would shave every Friday. But then during the week,
Mm-hmm.
I would have obviously growth, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't be comfortable. So I'd try to wear hats or wear something to cover my head.
Got you.
But now I just shave my head,
Mm-hmm.
and now every morning in the shower, I just go over my head. Which my
Okay.
wife said that's what her uncle used to do. So he would stay shaved because now I don't have to worry about my head. Just
Yeah.
every shower in the morning, I just go over it with a razor, and because I do it every day, there's barely anything there.
True.
So then my head is always clean throughout the week, and then I just shave my beard obviously when I need to. But so like even that, I've done it for a whole week, so I feel like it's just natural now. So it's like made me like even pick up other habits that are
Okay.
good habits, like
Mhm.
keeping my head shaved.
Yeah.
The fasting is like helping with like weight.
Yeah. I even last month, like I was doing the fasting for every April.
Yeah, Lent.
And this not even for Lent anymore. I'm not.
Oh, you just do it for
I just
April?
do it for, I just do
Because
it
it's
for
Jesus'
the
birthday?
Like I said, I'm not doing, I no longer do it for religious purposes, but I just like last year. No, it was this last year. I had a little bit of a tough time, but this year, the whole month went by so fast, like
Yeah.
so damn fast, and I was just like, oh shit, because what I would do, I would not eat from I wouldn't eat from like morning to like
To like sundown, isn't
sundown.
it? Yeah,
So
like
and
Ramadan pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And every day, I think the time like center will like
Obviously
go down
change,
by after
yeah.
2 minutes. I like 2 minutes every day. So it was kind of crazy. But by the end of the month, I was like locked in. I was like never feeling it. And when I was hungry, I would eat something, but then my stomach would be like, "Yo, you're done. Like you're full." Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to eat anything big. So and I drank a shit ton of water. 0 headaches, like very small.
Yeah,
headaches.
bro, it's crazy. Like the
Very
change, and you're
small.
in your head, you're like,
Yeah.
I could have been doing this, but I'm just,
100%.
I'm an idiot. And the donuts taste good.
Yeah, and that was the thing. So now I'm off the fast. I'm like scared to like try something.
Yeah.
Even till this day, like right now, I'm not really following my breakfast schedule because to be honest, I don't really eat breakfast anymore.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that's what I feel like is like controversial. I don't even know if I said that shit right, but whatever. But like, I feel like people like think of it. Well, now at least I've thought of it in a different way because everyone thinks, oh, breakfast you need to eat in the morning or you need to eat this and this. Breakfast is literally just the first time that you're breaking your fast.
Indeed.
So it could be anything you want.
Indeed.
It just shouldn't be something heavy because if you
shouldn't
haven't eaten
Yes.
in a long time, a heavy thing is gonna spike your sugars or whatever. Like,
Yes, and
so you
you
just
know
need-
who promoted that shit? Having a heavy breakfast, fucking the advertisements
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
because
bro.
when you
It's
see
not.
those movies with, honey, aren't you not gonna have your supper or your breakfast before school? No, I gotta run. What's on the table? This fucking stack of pancakes, waffles,
Yeah.
bacon, like eggs, freaking sausages, and all that shit. It's like a whole freaking breakfast.
Yeah.
And you look at commercials. I'm looking at all that shit, and I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's to make money, bro.
It's
Agreed.
make money.
Which I'll tell you right
Make
now,
money.
if I
It's
was an
crazy.
actor, I would probably be fat. Because I promise you, I'm eating like I think there is an actor that eats on every time he like does a
Jensen
shoot.
Ackles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm him, bro. All that shit on that table, and you tell me I can't even take a bite because my scene is to say this thing and dip. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm getting one bite, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no, bro. There's macaroni pie, there's turkey, there's all kinds of stuff,
100%.
and they just walk away from it, or they have a fight and throw the shit. We not throwing food.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
I know what movie was it? Soul Food. I'm thinking. So remember that you've seen the movie, right?
Which movie?
Soul Food.
I think so.
Soul Food.
Sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
You never seen Soul Food?
I don't know.
To be very honest with you, it's not like that movie where everyone knows.
Yeah, it's like
But-
one of a niche thing.
Yeah, it's like it's there, but if someone says like soul food, you mean like do you mean the food or do you mean
Yeah,
the
that's what I
movie?
was thinking for a second. I was like, oh, you thought there's soul food in a movie?
Exactly. So in this movie, it's just this whole family. every Sunday, Sunday dinner, everyone comes together for soul food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Grandmother gets sick because she has diabetes because of the soul food she's eating. The food and the fat is too rich and all that stuff. Long story short, she dies, and after the family, in a way to like commemorate her and all that and remember
Have another
her.
feast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Boondocks went off on these people. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what happens. Like,
yeah, and that's the craziest thing. It's like the cycle is like we eat like bad foods, look, good foods that's not good for us. One of us gets sick, one of us dies from it, and after what is it called, a wake?
yeah, wake or we mourn them and have more food.
And we and all
And we
that
talk
shit.
about the food that she used to make, this cobbler, peach cobbler.
Yeah, bro. And it's so fucking good, but it's so deadly.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I
deadly.
mean. And that's why like I've even like I think this whole week we had like rice and chicken one day or like 2 days, and then we had something else with like vegetables and all that.
Yeah.
But then one day it was like a rush day, so we were just gonna make chicken strips. And in my head I was like, God damn, bro, I've been good all week. I feel like this one processed food is gonna fuck it all up. But I felt okay. That's why, like I said, even after
But
I
it's
ate,
chicken strips, so it's at least like
but it's obviously highly processed, right? Because it's like frozen chicken strips.
okay, yeah, that's true.
But like I was like I said, even after all the times that I ate, I had pasta one night, which I know is heavy, but like that was like I broke my fast with like the nuts and like eggs, and then I had the pasta later on.
But at the same time, again, what I remember from biology class is that when you eat pasta, if you're going to eat pasta, make sure that you're doing something active the following morning. Like if you're going to work out, if you're going to run, if you're to work and you're doing like physical labor, then eating pasta is okay. It's just for those people, like, no offense, but like the most, like when if like it's Italians, right? No, I'm not going to like say all of them, but I remember there was this guy who was telling me that like he just eats it and you go to sleep, and after he wakes up and after he eats it and he goes to school, but he's not really active, right?
Yeah, so it's just gonna sit there.
It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. So the point of it, what I was trying to say with soul food, was that you make the food. They made the food. There's a part of the movie when the family members, the daughters and the brothers-in-laws, they're all in the kitchen and they're making food, right, to remember her, and everything is looking amazing.
Hell yeah, it looks amazing.
I think I come to find out it's like they actually made the food, but the food that was on the table was like fake. It was like fake. But so I guess people ate the real food afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah, well, they have like I think on movie sets they have like the canteen or like whatever it is, like catering.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro! I would love that shit too. Although supposedly, from what I've heard now, in my head I'm thinking, oh, it would be fun to be an actor. Supposedly, that shit is not great.
Sometimes
like they say, okay, get there for 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And you don't have a scene until 8 p.m. that night.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking staying there all day,
You just have to be there in case the writers were like, no, let's go back to scene 2. So we need the guy who called up. Yeah.
Do it like 30 times, or like, and then there's even like people that are like method actors. So the whole time they're on site, they're acting like even when they're not like playing the scene.
Yeah.
That shit will piss me off, bro.
It's
supposedly what's his name does that. I heard like from well, it might have been him, but what's his freaking name? The South guy from the South, the white guy. What the fuck is his name?
White guy from the South? Comedian?
Yeah. No, just the actor. He was in freaking Magic Mike.
Channing Tatum?
No, the other guy.
Oh.
What the fuck is his name? He's super popular. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
No, that other guy's Australian or no, New Zealand. No, which guy?
He's country. Like, what the fuck is his name, bro?
Is he popular?
Hell yeah, he's popular.
Okay, from Magic Mike.
Yeah, Magic Mike.
I've never watched that movie.
All right.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Supposedly he's a method actor.
Wait a minute. Stop this. Pause. He's in Magic Mike.
Yeah.
What? I would have never thought of that.
Matthew McConaughey is supposedly a method actor. So, because I was listening to the episode with what's it called Shannon Sharp with Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh,
he was on Magic Mike. He was the DJ.
Okay, cool.
So, and he likes Matthew McConaughey a lot. He was on set with him, and his I can't remember what his name is, like Jasper or whatever, the DJ. And so while they were shooting, he was saying that, and then they say cut, and then so I think he said they went to catering, and he's just like, oh, it's nice to work with you, Matthew. And he's like, so Jasper, what kind of music you play? And he's like, what? And he's like, I don't know. That's my character. He's like, all right, Jasper. And what are you going to do next? He's like, what the fuck is happening right now? And it's because this guy stays in character the whole fucking time. And then he said, I think when they said, okay, that's a wrap and everything was shot, then he's like, hey, what's up, Gabriel? What are you doing? And he's like, what the fuck? that shit will piss me off.
It happens like that.
I can understand, like, maybe, like, it helps, but, like, I feel like that will piss me off.
No, but some people take it too much. Like, Daniel Day-Lewis was like that. Leonardo DiCaprio has done that.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf is too fucking much. So he played in this movie. I forgot what it was called. It was like an army movie, and he was supposed to be like the engineer that's like taking care of the tank, and he wanted to have his teeth because his teeth were too perfect for the time. So this nigga took a mirror, took a chisel, and was chiseling his teeth. Nigga, this is when you know you're rich.
Yeah,
this is when you know you're rich.
I'm gonna just go to the dentist tomorrow and get it fixed.
But I'm so sorry. I don't give a fuck how fucked up my teeth are. I love my teeth.
Yeah,
I'm not purposely going to chisel my fucking teeth.
No, that's crazy. That's a crazy. Well, that's a question right here. You think you would ever get veneers?
Never, ever.
Bro,
ever,
what's crazy is like they look weird. Also, because I don't feel like anybody ever shaves them shits down to the right size. So everybody got horse teeth.
Everyone has horse teeth. The problem with veneers, like you said, like the teeth are not this. Like they're like a uniform.
Yeah,
you have uniform teeth. Too perfect, and then after not only that, the way the mouth splits.
Yeah, bro. That's what it's. I think it's because they're too tall. Like you're supposed to shave them down. Your teeth are not that long.
It's your teeth, like it's almost like horse.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. In my head, I'm always when I see these people, I'm thinking, yo, how in the fuck are your teeth so perfect? And then I find out that it's all veneers.
Yeah, bro. Or like, so when I'm not the first person who said that, but like veneers are like BBLs for the teeth.
100%.
They're BBL. Like even people with BBLs, they don't know. Some people who get BBLs, their BBLs are just looking so fucking fake. It just looks like the butt, and you have like an attachment, and they attach it to their side, and but it doesn't look natural, right?
Yeah.
I remember one time I was grocery shopping with my sister. I saw this girl. And I knew 100% she had a BBL. The only reason why was because at an angle it looked perfect, but when she was walking, the proportions were not there.
Yeah, and that's what usually it's like your hips don't match and like your waist.
But the thing was, she was super skinny and she was tall, so it didn't give that look where her butt was not like, it didn't look like she didn't work out her ass, right?
Okay.
It was only when she was walking when I noticed, okay, this is a BBL. But let me tell you something, bro. When she stopped walking, it was perfect. I bumped my sister. I'm like, yo, look. And she's like, it's so beautiful. I swear to God.
She said it's so beautiful?
You know my sister.
Damn.
She ain't gay. But she looked at it, she's like, her butt is perfect. It's perfect.
But
bro,
it's not.
No, it was. You only notice the imperfections when she's walking. But I'm telling you, bro, the perfect BBL. But that being said, not a lot of people know how to do it. So it looks fucking weird. And some people need to take it off because they go to the wrong country, pay a few couple of bucks.
Yeah, and then you get messed up.
And you get fucking.
To me, the craziest thing is the lip. Because you can fully see, like, you have bigger lips, but your lips look normal to your face.
Yes.
When you know it's a fake lip, is when this shit up here is puffy as shit.
Puffy and swollen. Like,
I'm just like,
did
yo,
someone punch you?
Yeah, it looks like you're doing all this shit. Like, something is wrong with your lip.
It's not.
And I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. What? I don't understand. Well, I can understand wanting thicker lips, but at the same time, I don't understand because who has thicker lips? Black people.
Yeah.
What do people not like, seem like? Just because of your color? Black people.
Yeah.
But you want big bums, you want thick lips, and all this stuff.
You want all this stuff. You want, like I said earlier.
And it looks so unnatural. Because I've seen black people with huge ass lips.
Yeah.
But it still fits their face.
It matches
because
their face.
They were born that way.
Yeah.
But when you inject shit, and like I said, you can always see this one and it looks crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
I felt so bad. There was this one, I don't know, there was this girl at the airport, and she was this Filipino girl, and she looked so beautiful, bro. Not even like she looked like she had such a beautiful like Filipino face, right? Yeah. Everything she had, and then she was gone for a while. So we all thought
she got fillers and stuff.
We all thought that she quit. She comes back, huge lips, and she got rid of her nose. What's so sad, bro, is that I don't know who told you that you weren't beautiful enough that you felt that you need to get this shit done.
Man, she went with the MJ?
No, she went with the Kardashians.
Oh my god,
bro!
Yo, what's crazy is I seen a clip, I seen a picture. I think it was like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Said like, I haven't done any kind of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
But she did like the comparison photos. I was like,
yeah.
Yo, that's a completely different human being.
Yeah. Fucking
no way.
liar.
Wait, you tell me that's just age?
I don't like lies.
You aged backwards?
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't like liars.
That's the thing is like
just don't lie.
Yeah, just like we know.
Yeah, we all know.
Your family is plastic. And I'm not even trying to be mean. What? That's who you guys are.
Not only are they plastic, but the people look at that shit, they know it's fake, and they still want it either way. So you're not damaging your image by admitting.
Yeah, just say this. You guys copied me.
Yeah,
like this is what I did. Like
oh my gosh, like I remember we stopped at a pharmacy, and remember there was a girl who said, "Oh hi, Titi." Remember that?
I think so. Yeah.
Like I said, like no hate. Like
she said hi, and you said wait.
I was like, what
the fuck are you?
Because she changed her face, and it's so sad because again she had a beautiful face, beautiful lips, and but I remember her mom. She was telling me that her mom just said you're fucking ugly.
That's crazy.
Her mom did not like her. Her mom,
That's wild.
So she just felt like every time I used to hang out with her, it was Kardashians. She was obsessed with them. She'll speak the same way as them. Like she'll be like, she'll say something and she's like Bible, and I was like, what the fuck is Bible? She said Bible. I was like,
that's so crazy. The Bible,
to your
own child.
It's like, I swear. I was like, oh
my god.
Like she was so disgusted with who she was that she changed herself to match the Kardashians.
Her mom is a piece of shit.
Her mom is a fucking piece of shit.
That's your own child. I would say, bitch, I look like you, so you're ugly then.
Yeah, bro. I won't say much about her life, but what I will say is that parents like her mom, people like her mom, are the reason why I feel some countries need to implement a test that you gotta do before you have kids. Yeah, because some people are just pieces of shit.
I could never say that. First of all, it's not true for any of my kids. Yeah. But even I wouldn't even say that. Even that's crazy, bro. The one person in her life that should try to uplift her as much as possible. You gonna sit here and tell her she's ugly?
Straight up say,
bitch, I look like you. I came out of you. And you gonna sit here and tell me I'm ugly?
All the time.
So apple don't fall far from the tree.
Straight up.
How am I ugly? Then what the hell are you?
It's crazy.
Nah, that's a crazy thing,
bro.
To say.
So when I saw that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna let my nieces, I'm gonna let everyone know who's young. Yo, don't ever be ashamed of who you are. Don't ever look at someone. And I know it's easier said than done, and that's why I'm so consistent to let them know. Look,
with black, the internet and all
that. You're black, you're beautiful. Don't look at the internet. You're black, you're beautiful. If someone thinks that, you need to have straighter hair, you need to have blonde hair, you need to have longer nose, a straight nose, and blue eyes and all that. No. Yeah. Remember, we're the trendsetters, right?
Yeah.
They look at us and they want to be like us.
No, yeah,
just love yourself, man.
And even I feel even obviously everyone has insecurities, right? I have insecurities.
Yeah.
I'm still too afraid to go do a surgery. What the fuck?
100. Do you remember
that at
your house? I'm sorry, but remember when Daphne came over? After Daphne was like, Titi, and she said it to you, me and your wife. She's like, you guys are liars. Because if you guys had a chance to do surgery, you would do surgery.
Fuck no, bro.
Your wife and I at the same time looked at her and I'm like, no, we wouldn't.
That's what I said. I have insecurities. I don't give a shit, bro. That shit is too scary to even consider. I've never even thought about it.
Thank you. I was just like, I guess this is who I am until I die, right?
Yeah, I got a fucked up eye, or my lip look like this. That's gonna be my life.
Exactly.
I've never even thought about it.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I never looked in the mirror and be like, well, I gotta save up $9,000 to get this done. No, nigga, no.
Because then also, that's like me, with my tattoos. I'm very specific, and what's it called? I think all three of my in-laws do tattoos, and I straight up told them, you can't do my tattoos because if you do fuck it up, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm too specific.
You offered to do
because they do tattoos. They're like, I can do it. I was like, I get it, but I love you too much, and I'll end your life if it sucks.
If it fucks up.
Because even the first one I got, this motherfucker made the football look flat. And when I tell you, I got home and I paid $400 for that shit, and I was so excited. I went in the mirror and I was like, wait a fucking second. I was moving my arm in different ways. I was like, maybe it's because my arm. I was like, nah, bro. I went right back. I was like, you need to fix this shit.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm going to catch a case.
Yeah.
I paid $400 and this shit looked like this.
Yeah.
Fix it, bro.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was able to do some shit with shading.
Okay.
And now he fixed it. I was like, you're lucky.
This nigga actually looked at it the first time and be like, yeah,
That's why, and I don't know how I didn't see it. But when I got home, bro, there was a dip in the top of the football. Looked like somebody stepped on it.
That's funny.
I was like, $400 and this shit is permanent.
Yeah, fix this shit right now.
I should have never got myself a fucking tattoo. Fuck this shit, bro. I was so mad, but he fixed it. Thank God.
Okay.
So that's why I told him, I love y'all too much. And I don't even think you're a bad artist. You probably do a good job. But if it does fuck up, we're going to have to go outside and we're going to have to fight. So I don't want to have that.
For the sake of the
so
friendship,
let me go to a
that?
professional like tattoo artist. Because at least if they fuck up,
yeah,
I'm going to still be mad, but they're professionals and I was in an environment, whatever. Y'all can catch a case with me because I'll fuck you up straight up.
1,000%.
Because like they would potentially do it for free, maybe, right? Or not as much. Yeah. I was like, I have to go to a place because I can't. Because for the rest of our life, when we sit there across the table, I'm gonna look at you like, motherfucker. You know I can't do.
I'm never letting that shit go.
I can't do it.
I'm never letting that shit go.
So yeah,
man.
But yeah, so I don't know where the fuck we was at. But I had to get my little thing.
Okay,
my,
let's talk about the next thing.
So yeah, we're gonna get into this.
Okay, so the video you sent me, or my sister sent me, I'll go ahead and.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play this for y'all to listen to since it's only audio. And how long is it? It's not long, is it?
I didn't even watch I don't even think I watched the full clip. I don't think it's long at all, to be honest.
Okay, good. Let me see.
Like a minute or two? Which the internet has for sure seen this.
Yeah, for sure.
I doubt it's even...
So I'm just going to let you guys, the listeners know. Whoa, sorry. Okay, it's 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So guys, if you're listening or even watching, it's an interview with Trevor Noah's in his podcast. He's asking this woman about the famous question, we rather be with a man or a bear in the forest. And this is a lady's answer. And Nathan and I are going to talk about it. So we're going to let this play, let you guys listen, and then we're going to talk about it.
Who would you rather be in a forest with, a man or a bear? You can throw food at a bear. You gotta throw pussy at a man.
That's okay.
You didn't answer the question.
A bear.
A bear?
Yeah. Because I know because the thing is, it's like a bear is not inherently dangerous. Unless it's hungry.
Okay, so let me ask you a question here. I'm glad you're here, Dulce. You're the only person I'd probably ask this to. Because you'll be honest. Could it be that men struggle with hearing that answer because as men, we don't see ourselves as a monolith?
No, men struggle with seeing that answer because men don't want to think they're the bad guy. So here's the thing. Women are told to take self-defense classes.
Yes.
Don't dress provocatively.
Yes.
Don't be a whore.
Okay.
Carry a knife, carry pepper spray, carry all of these things. So you're telling me to do all of these things to make sure that I'm not assaulted or attacked.
Right.
But then if I get assaulted or attacked, you don't believe me. But you told me to do all of these things. And so if I'm being attacked, somebody's doing it. But we're never talking about we're not telling the attackers not to attack. We're telling the victim don't get attacked. So every man that heard that was just like, well, I would never. But every woman has either been sexually harassed or sexually assaulted. So we're not doing it to each other. So how is it that no man has done it, but it has happened to every woman? So when men hear that, it's, well, I wouldn't do that. Because I was talking to Kabuka about this one time.
Right.
And Kabuka was like, he's like, it's crazy. He said, you don't think that your friend, he said, your friend that's talking to all the women, come to find out, he's raping everybody nobody knew.
That was a good impression of Kabuka.
Thank you. He's like, he's doing the thing. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the thing.
He's doing the thing.
Doing the thing.
And you don't know he's doing the thing. He's at the bar, he's talking to the ladies. You don't know, he's raping everybody. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, no man wants to think their friend is like that. No man there's men that have assaulted people. It's like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. So if you as a man think that a woman would rather be with a wild animal in the forest than you, because here's my thing. I think all the men that got upset by that, there's always a saying that I would hear growing up, a kicked dog will holler. If I didn't kick you, you're fine. But if you felt like you got kicked, then you are somebody who has been harassing and terrorizing women.
Okay.
I think that last statement is a bit extra.
I think that she makes good points, but at the same time, I think that she does make some points I don't necessarily agree with.
Yeah, well, I think some of the points were extreme, but I think the general point that she was trying to make, I understood, but I think she was just being extreme in certain circumstances. Like saying if you felt kicked, then you're a man that has raped or like done something to a woman. And I was like, breathe. Because like I said, even me, I wasn't necessarily upset by the comment. I was just shocked because in my head I'm thinking, fuck being with a bear. So that's me, but I guess that's me because I wouldn't be afraid to be with another man potentially or another woman. But women obviously have that fear because there is assholes out there that do stupid shit. So I can understand that perspective.
Yes.
So to me, it was just shocking because in my head, I'm thinking, I don't want to be for the freaking bear. So I would think somebody else would be the same way. But it wasn't because like she said, not because I felt attacked or like that like, oh, why are you saying that about men? Because I know there's assholes out there that do crazy shit and they
Indeed.
fuck it up for good people like us.
So you fuck it up, yes.
So that I can understand. But like I
Yeah.
said, it was just extreme. Like if you do feel some sort of way, then it's because you're one of those people. Nah.
No.
If you actually felt like completely angry, then yeah, maybe you're some weirdo. But
Yeah.
if you were just curious as to why would you want to be with a bear, I feel like also just being curious and wanting to have a conversation is a normal thing to do.
Indeed.
It doesn't inherently mean that you're somebody that does that.
And that's the thing. Inherently is the key word, because like we had this conversation a little bit before the recording, and I was thinking like, okay, her argument, or one of her main arguments is like, bears are not inherently evil or bad, right? But so not, I don't think we are evil, but I do ask the question: are we inherently more aggressive to the point where we're just going to choose violence over democracy all the time?
No, I think there is some people like that, but I feel like
Yeah.
for the majority, well, I feel like maybe, I don't know if it's the majority or whatever, but I feel like for a lot of men, if they, like at the point where they're choosing violence is because something else happened in their life, which is not an excuse.
Not an excuse.
But
no.
obviously something happened to make them be so angry like that.
Indeed.
Because I feel like a natural response is not to act in that way.
Yes.
So something had to have happened for you to react that way. And there could be a lot of people like that because, like we know, there's a lot of people with mental health issues in the world.
Indeed.
So it started from something, which, like I said, it's not an excuse, but it obviously started from somewhere. So I don't think it's inherently that we're like that. It's
Indeed.
something traumatic happened to you, which forced you to be like that, or you were born with something that you don't even realize you have that makes you act that way.
True.
But I don't think people are inherently freaking evil.
Because when
I
I'm
think
thinking
that's
about
like it's like a narrative that's been like painted that way.
and that's the thing. Like I totally understand where she's coming from when she's giving these examples, and she says, "Well, but what else do you think I should think when all these these studies that are released or data that's releasing regarding like domestic violence or just violence in general, it's always like men causing it to like onto other people, right?"
Yeah.
And or the majority of the people, the criminals or the people committing the violent crimes are the men. So I understand why you will have the perception that, oh, well, clearly men are born and they're just doing bad things. They will inherently do bad things. But I don't think so. But to be very honest with you, I don't have a strong enough like reference as to like counter that. But I will say I'm still not against it, but I think that maybe she's hyperbolizing a little too much when it comes to the guys being violent. But I do understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, I understand her point. I feel like she made like I was gonna say even easier to understand by the example that she gave.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
said women are told to do self defense. Women are told to have
That's
this.
true.
So I understand that.
That's true.
But what I just thought about too is, I guess, and people might say, "Oh, you're switching up the scenario more," because they just generalized it with men. But the way she was acting is like any man. She would rather be with a bear than any man. But let's do the situation, because she's saying like men are inherently evil. So would you be more comfortable in a forest with a bear or your father? Because if you're saying all men are inherently bad, then being with your father would also scare you because it's just you two. So you're saying because he's inherently bad, he might do something, or you and your son, that's a grown man. So depending on the relationship we would have with the person, but then we can also argue that people say a lot of the times when you're sexually assaulted is by somebody that you know. So is it that all men are evil, or it depends on the situation? Because then that's what we need to talk about. It depends on the context.
Yeah.
There's a lot of evil ass people out there,
Indeed.
but it's not every man. It seems like it because maybe every woman has had an experience and that's sucked for them. But like I said, if we switch that and put your husband or put your father or put your grown son in that situation with you, is it because it's every man,
True.
or no, then you'd be comfortable with them and you'd rather them than the bear?
True. So what does that mean? So
It means that there needs context and there needs like it's certain scenarios.
Exactly.
It's not just that every man is evil.
Yeah.
It depends on the man. If it's a stranger,
Yeah.
100% I understand. But then you cannot generalize it the way she was, I feel, and saying that men are inherently bad or they don't like to be called the bad guy.
True. I think
Which I feel like men are called the bad guys for a lot of things, even when we aren't. So I feel like it's also reasonable for men to get upset when we're being called the bad guy.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
when it's just a general question. It's not like you're not specifically giving like, do you want to be in a forest with freaking, what's it called? Like a serial killer or like a rapist and a bear? Of course I'm going to take the freaking bear because I don't want to be that. But this is just generally, would you rather be with a man or a bear? And automatically say, hell no, I don't want to be with a man. I'd rather be with a bear. Which I can also understand. She said like, with the bear, you might die. But that's the worst thing that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas with a man, it could be other
It
things,
could be
which I
just-
can understand that.
Yeah, continuous torture
But,
and all that
Like I
stuff.
said, I think it also depends, because if we argue that, what if it was your father or your grown son, you probably wouldn't think the same way. So then just that shows you that it's not all men. It depends on the situation.
The situation, the person, the relationship. Like there are many factors. So I can understand that. I think that if I don't know, I'm not saying that her answer is wrong, but also at the same time, I would like when she said like, oh, if you're mad about it, then obviously you're that kind of person.
You're that kind of person.
But again,
That's generalizing.
that's generalization, because at the same time, it's like you have certain people that have not done anything wrong in their lives, and the only and they become the sufferers of someone else's fucking actions. You get me?
So then you might feel triggered when that question is asked.
Because it's not coming from like, oh, I'm that person who's doing that thing. It's more like I was somebody who was like wrongly accused of like not wrongly accused, but like wrongly judged about who I am, like about doing something based on the actions of someone else who was previously with you in a a relationship or a scenario.
Yeah.
So it's not fair. You get me? And I think I get it, but and that's why I think at the most of the point I'm trying to get across is that I do think that this answer, you can answer it in layers, right? You can answer it just simple, but if you really want to think about the answer and think about the nature of the question or the philosophy of the question, I think that you're going to break it down like
you're gonna have to break it down.
Your cousin, your uncle, your father, your brother, your grandfather, like people in your life, like is the answer the same? Why not? So how do you apply this and all that stuff? Like, yeah. So there are so many variables when you look down in the philosophical lens. So yeah, I thought. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, because now this question been out there for a while, hasn't it? So
More than
they're
2
just
years.
like it just resurfaced.
Yeah, it just resurfaced.
But yeah, I don't know. But I was gonna say, moving on from that, it kind of moves in to the other thing that we want to talk about.
Oh, wait! Before that, you made a point I wanted to bring up, because you were talking about how people if women will use guys, will say things about guys like,
the fake rape charges.
He raped me, or he did this and did that, and some people will warn the guys, be careful of the women who do this, be careful of that woman, be careful of this kind of woman.
Yeah.
And I will say, and one thing I realized, I forgot about this, but I was reading this therapist talking about relationships in the office, and they were talking about how, and the types of violence, right? So they said that men are more prone to do prone to physical violence, but women are more prone to character, not violence of physical, but I will do anything to destroy your image, your career, and character assassinate you, right?
Yeah,
so making accusations,
manipulation,
making rumors like, oh, I heard that he slept with this, or he DM'd this person, or just things like that, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I have to find the study, but I'm pretty sure if you guys Google it, you'll see the way men and women express violence. Just put Google way men and women express violence, and there's I think the top comment will show you a study that they show they took people in the office and they were just studying the ways that they'll go about it. So most times some woman will be like, well, I'm 5'1", I'm 140 pounds, and the only way for me to ruin this guy, I know I'm not gonna beat him up. So what's the next best thing? Maybe text his new girlfriend. Maybe text his office.
Try to ruin him.
Take leak DMs and all, or pictures and all that. Maybe say that he likes dildos up in his butt, or do something to ruin his image, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing to consider: the way men and women approach how they express violence. So.
Which, like you said, we were talking about, and I feel like we can use that same argument that she used, because she said every woman has experienced that, but then when we say it happens, people don't believe us. Or same thing with the fake rape charges. It's happened to a lot of men, and some men are in prison at this very moment for it, and it wasn't actually true. But it's because it's such a sensitive subject. It's automatically believed that he had to do that because we assume that men are just evil, so of course he did that. But then I feel like people also use that to their advantage, because they know they're going to get the sympathy.
Yes.
So they said, of course I'm going to do this because I don't like this person, like you said. And this is destroying their character. Because even if you find out later that it wasn't true, that person is still gonna have like be stigmatized, no matter what.
100%.
Even 30 years from now,
It's
his
not
name
gonna
is
go
cleared
away.
and all that. There's gonna be one person. Yo, remember when you had that rape charge? I still don't believe it. And then that's just gonna start a whole thing.
Yeah, it resurfaces
So like,
and all that.
it's
You're
like
so right.
what's crazy, like I said, because I feel like we talked about that last week also, is the similarities. Is like we don't realize how similar men and women are. We have different struggles, but at the end of the day, it seems like there's always parallels. It always seems to be very similar in that we don't have the same struggle as you, and it sucks that women have to go through that. But then we also have the other side of this thing with us, and it sucks that we have to go through that.
Yes.
And like I said, I don't. It's scary to compare it because of the like. It's not that one is worse than the other, but destroying your character like that is nothing ever happened, and it's all just in people's heads. But people will always look at you in a certain way.
Yes.
The other way, something physical could have happened to you, and that for sure can mess you up for the rest of your life. I can understand that. It's gonna always be a trauma to you. But like, I feel like once that happens, and you have all that, like you have the sympathy from that. Whereas this happens to you, I never did it. I don't think people ever really get the sympathy because there's always going to be that one person that doesn't believe them, and then there's going to be that one person that believes that person that doesn't believe them, and it's just going to start. Yes, you will have some people that do believe you in that, but I feel like it's still like you're always going to be looked at in a crazy way, which is funny to think about. The person that you commented was a black woman, right?
Oh, who was talking?
Yeah, who was talking?
Yeah.
And she was talking about like how the people like perceive it or don't believe you, but like. What's the same thing that happens with black people? Just because of our color, our skin color, people just perceive us in a certain way.
Yes.
And then that's the same thing that's like happening here, just with genders.
Yeah.
And we don't realize the parallels in there either. Like,
Yeah. There's more.
we're people that have gone through that. Just walking down the street because your skin looks like that. That person is afraid of you, or you're a gang member, or you're like a bad person. And now we're doing the same thing on the other end, just with genders rather than with skin color.
Yeah. And like you mentioned, like we have we have more similarities than things that separate us.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't want to like there are so many things that are established right now that separates us or skews our vision into realizing that we have so many things that are like similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fucked. So speaking about people trying to destroy characters, are we going to talk about that one?
Yeah.
Because that one, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, that one messed me up,
that
too.
one, it messed me up. It messed us up.
It's like PTSD.
100%. How many times did you have to like be like, holy shit? Like, I thought that unique situation only happened.
Yeah, bro.
To
That's
me.
all. Like I feel like I've been in the exact same conversation
100%.
with him, and I was like, "There's no way."
I
And that's what I
swear.
feel like we also need to discuss is like, it can't be that we've all experienced the same thing, and there's not a reason for that. Because, like I said, so similar,
Very, very.
bro.
So
like
wait,
down to like almost the words.
yes. So wait, before we start, guys, if you don't know, last night, almost 23 hours ago, well, you guys might hear this on Tuesday. So understand, on Thursday, May 7th? Yeah, May 7th.
May 7th.
Abba from Abba Preach released a video explaining his side of what happened between him and his ex-girlfriend. Long story short, she made a video saying that Abba forced her to have an abortion. And just basically, how long was the video?
I didn't even watch it because, like, I tried to
think it
look
was
for
like
the
40 minutes.
actual video, and so
Yeah.
I don't know if she took it down.
Okay.
So I was only able to see like other people's clips of it.
Okay, so it was kind of long. I know it was long, and it was just about just blatantly saying that, like making up these lies, saying that Abba had forced her, abused her, and all these like
Manipulated
her, all these things. So Abba goes on online stream, and he just gives his side, provides like receipts and all that shit. And I didn't know you watched it, but when I was watching this shit, bro, like we both watched it, and we both like the shit that happened in the past
Yeah.
came out, and I was like, holy shit. So
Like, yeah,
you
like
want to go first with your...
we came before recording,
Yeah.
and we didn't even talk to each other about it. And then as soon as we got here, I was like, "Yo, we need to talk about this." And he's like, "Yo, I want to talk about that." I was like, "Don't you feel like it's very?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, I've been in the same situation or very similar situation."
And it's so it's so messed up, because one thing, like I felt two things when I saw that video, when Abba was sharing his side. The first one was like, okay, this fucking sucks. I understand how draining, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
And the second feeling was like, I'm kind of relieved, not happy, but I'm relieved that I thought for the longest time I was the only one
Going through something like
going
that.
through these kind of scenarios time and time and time again with you an ex.
Yeah. So
yeah.
like.
So
Yeah. So it breaks it down like with the. Well, you want me to like talk about my personal
well,
experience?
tell me not necessarily. Well, tell me one thing that like rung true to you, and you're like, nigga, this is me right now. But I don't know if you want to share your experience.
Well, I was gonna say one thing that they said. Well, one thing that like he didn't actually directly say. It was just while they were talking, is when she was saying everything that she was like feeling and all that, and then he responded with like, "I hear you, I understand that," and then like didn't have much else to say, and then her response to that was, "Well, I don't feel like you heard me because you didn't say anything," and I hate that because
Go ahead.
I guess I'm the same way as him. Is this is not like this is the first time they're having a conversation about this, right? So he's obviously like expressed himself, and now at this point he's just giving her the space to express herself. And what do I feel like even psychologists talk about this? Sometimes you have to know when to shut the hell up. She wanted to say what she needed to say, so he then let her say what she said, and then he didn't have anything to say. But now she's mad that he didn't have anything to say.
Yeah.
And I've been in that situation. I don't understand it because I was like, you wanted to tell me how you're feeling, or you want to open up. Why is it that I need to have a whole monologue now after just because you had this whole monologue?
Facts.
Why can't me saying, I hear you, I understand, I apologize, like all that kind of thing, boom.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's how you feel? But I thought we were talking about your feelings. If you would like, we can talk about my feelings, but then we're going to talk about my feelings. You might get upset about how my feelings are because you might feel like you're being attacked, but I'm trying to say my feelings, and then we're going to go back onto how you're feeling. So why don't I just say, I hear you, I understand, and we're good now.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about my feelings, maybe we can do it at another time. But I still don't feel like the outcome is going to become good.
Yes.
Because even I realized after he said that, or sorry, after he mentioned what he said, and then she said, I don't feel heard because you didn't say anything, he started opening up. And then then she switched again, and now she started like, okay, well, I don't think this or I don't think that. And in my head, I'm like, and this is exactly why he just said
Facts.
he didn't want to say anything.
Facts.
He wanted to let you say what you needed to say, and then, okay, cool.
I want to add
I hear
one thing.
you.
I want to add something else to that. Also, because I remember he wrote something, and because remember how he showed like a screenshot of the things he wrote, like what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, the
trajectory
1, 2,
of
3 from like
Yeah, true. I was in the after my breaking up with my ex. I went into the situationship, and it was always chaotic, and the conversations or the arguments we would have always goes down the same path, right? And I was like, I want to see if this is going to happen every single time. So I play like not Uno, bingo in my head. I play like conversation bingo, right?
damn.
And I remember it was always like it's going to end up this way, that way, and then the point number 5, because I write 6 points. Point number 5 is going to be, I'm sorry, I know I did something wrong, but you did something wrong too. And after point number 6, we restart.
Which also, how many times have we heard if you're saying something and then you say but, everything you said before the but gets washed away.
Facts. So I'm talking, and I remember having a conversation with her, and even like not too long ago, I'm explaining to somebody why I got hurt, why something that they did hurt me, right? And after went step by step to explain to them because they wanted to know. So I tell them, yeah, you know what? It's true. I'm so sorry, and I really don't feel like blah 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 blah. She's going on and on. But like honestly, I just didn't think that like you did some things that you could have made clear also. And I was like, it's never like
It's never I hear you.
It's never I hear you. Okay, I'm sorry, and that's it. It's always like it's almost like a tit for tat.
Yeah,
or like,
you have to have like a 1-up.
Always a 1-up. We always have to. I either need to have a 1-up or we need to be equal in blame. Like I have to have a 1-up in advantage. Like or when things go wrong, okay, I need to be wrong, but you need to be wrong too. So I feel less bad. You can't just sit with your wrong.
Yeah, you can't take accountability for your wrong.
What? You can't take accountability. So I'm looking at this person, I'm having a conversation, and like I'm saying, so when Abu was explaining this, and even when he was talking about it, I'm seeing his face. Nigga, the man is tired.
Yeah, like he said, I'm tired.
He's
and like you said,
We're
and this is
tired.
why
We're
we
tired.
just say, cool.
Like,
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
He's emotionally
because
like
it's just
done.
easier that way.
He's
But
like,
then that's seen as something bad again.
It
So
seems
like
like
you can't
don't
win.
care. You can't. And Abba is just like, yo, man, he's tired.
Yeah.
He's tired. He's done. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He's just cool. And she knows that. And the fucking thing I hate,
She keeps going again.
She'll keep on going to like stir a fight.
And then when he reacts,
then,
so what I wanted, now you did, but I don't like what you did. But you weren't doing it because you had enough control to say, you want to know what? If I do, I might say something I don't want to.
Yes.
So I just won't react.
But
that's not good because I need a reaction.
She needs a reaction. So she's going to poke and poke and poke and poke.
And like they say, what do they say? Your like spouse or your significant other knows where to poke you. Like Kevin Hart was saying in his stand-up.
Okay.
A stranger can come up to you, say the most wild shit. You say, I don't give a shit. Your wife will come up to you and say one shit, like a skim mark in your drawers.
Yes.
And you'll be like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
But it's so true.
Because they know how to get under your skin.
Who was it? There was this one therapist that said that she was saying that every person in every relationship, there's always the nuke. Like there's the nuke comes.
Yeah, they know.
There's a sentence. It could be like something about like your sex game. It could be like something that happened to you when you were young, or something at work, something that affected you.
Yeah, it's because this person knows you, so they know your insecurities.
They know
and they're gonna use that.
But that person would. The way you know if this person is good or not is if they've ever, because when the therapist is listening to the marriage counseling and all that shit, and she says that if this person has used that nuke multiple times, she's almost guaranteed that it's never going to work out. It's never, because that person has no problem breaking that line, crossing that line to just make you feel like shit. And after think that, oh, well, you know what? I've used that so many times, now we can go back to normal. But that person doesn't realize, once you went past that line, the relationship is done.
Manipulation.
That's
what it is. And you don't even realize.
You don't even realize it.
Because it's manipulation. So
100%.
you're so like used to it that you just think this is normal.
And you think it's normal.
And it's not good.
And so I remember when Abba was saying, when he was talking about like, when he was just dancing and all that, and he just felt relieved. Nigga, I felt the same way. Because after the situationship with Hap ended, I felt like shit at first, right? But then one morning, I went for a walk, and I remember that shit was like a foggy ass morning. It was super foggy, and I remember just walking, and I was just listening to music, and after I just started jamming, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm just jamming to music, and after finally I realized, yo man, it felt like there was a weight off my shoulders, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, like. So when Abba was talking about that, I was like, yeah, I understand. Because music doesn't feel the same when you have someone always stressing you. Food doesn't taste the same. Life doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Bro, when I was even wondering too, when I was watching their videos, I was like, this nigga's hitting the bottle kind of hard.
Oh, yeah.
This guy was sucking on them things every episode. I was like, whoa.
I was like, yo.
In my head too, I was like, didn't Abba like from time say he don't drink?
Yeah.
And this nigga was just sipping on the bottle.
Sipping on this. I was like, yo, bro, is he good?
Yeah.
Is he good?
What's crazy too, to think about that, like, well, if I talk about my experience.
Go ahead.
Which is like, I was like 17, 18, super young, first girlfriend, and we have a scare, obviously. Mm-hmm. So then we're talking about it, and in my head I was like, we not ready, but it is what it is. So if it has to happen, we have to take responsibility. Mm-hmm. But if you're not ready for it, look, I don't think we are, I'm also here. That's what I was saying. But then, I don't know if she didn't tell her parents this at all, or if she told her parents just the opposite, because her father was vexed, obviously.
Of course.
Obviously. I got this girl. Yeah, I got this girl. Yeah. So I was scared, because I think even one time we were coming back from like school in like college, and I think he was driving us to her house, and he knew of the situation, and I think he had told me to sit in the front seat. So I was like, huh? And then I got in the car, and this nigga locked the doors. I was like, I'm gonna die. He's gonna throw me out the side, or you're gonna beat my ass in here. So I was like, oh my God. But like I said, I always said, this is what we did, so we're gonna have to deal with it. We're young. I don't think we're ready. But if this is what you want to do, if this is what you feel like you want to do, then this is our life. If you don't, I'll also be there, and we'll get through that also.
Yeah.
So that's what I was always saying. I'm supportive either way. Come to find out, obviously, she went and got an abortion. Come to find out, I think afterwards, I think I was with her dad by myself. Oh no, sorry, mixed it up. I was with her dad by myself for one thing. I think she had something to go, so he came to pick me up, and then we were gonna go meet her. I got in the car, and this nigga locked the doors. I was like, oh, he waited. Now I'm dead. So then, but then I guess he gave me a chance to talk, and like he was obviously mad. Like this happened. You guys are young. Why would you guys do this? Which I don't even think we weren't being safe. I actually think it was a broken condom, from what I remember. So it's not even like we were being unsafe. Shit just happens, right?
Shit happens.
But then I think I took the time and I said, because like I said, I don't know. He like was under the impression that I was like wanting her to have the baby. So I was like, no. I was like, I told her if that's what she wants to do, I'm going to support her because I'm obviously not going to abandon my child. But I also think we're too young. So if she's comfortable with it, I'm also okay with the other option. I don't like it, but I think we're not ready for this. And he's like, oh. I was like, yeah, me. Oh. Yeah. So either she told her parents that I wanted her to have this baby, or I don't know. Because after that, he was just calm after that. He's like, oh, I think even her mom, I like told her mom. And she's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I was like, what have you been doing? Because we've been having these conversations.
Exactly. Just imagine, like, because remember how Abba was saying, like, imagine me having a baby with her. Imagine your kids.
Yeah, bro. Imagine that. What? That's 18? So my kid would be like 14, 15 years old. No, sir. No, sir.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
And that's the other thing, too. Like,
crazy.
Because even speaking about that in a way, like, I know we've had conversations where, like some of my family members has thought that I was like heartless for certain situations.
Gotcha.
Because I can just drop somebody depending on the situation. So my wife actually told me that it made her nervous the way I was so easily able to drop certain people, because she was thinking if anything ever happened between us, she thinks that I would just be able to drop her easily. But like I explained to her, no. I was able to drop this person because they don't have any significance in my life, I feel like.
Okay.
You are the mother of my children. So regardless of what happens between us, I will always respect you and love you because I want to show my kids to always respect you and love you. And you are the mother of my children. So we share a bond that I can't just walk away from. Whereas another person in my life, if there's no kind of like thing connecting us, then I don't give a shit, especially if you piss me off. But me and you will always have a connection regardless. So I was like, you have this fear, but it's not going to be the same situation. So we can't even compare them because they're two different situations.
Two different, yeah.
But I guess people just see that and think, oh, if you're able to do that so easily. But I was like, because I want peace, bro. So I don't need this in my life because there's nothing connecting me. But like I said, you are the mother of my children. So we're always going to have a connection.
Facts.
I don't want it to be nasty because if ever something did have to happen, then I don't want the kids to feel that. I don't want there to be any kind of issue.
Yeah.
I want to be able to co-parent and we still be cool with each other.
100%. 100%.
But like you said, they just didn't see it like they're like, no, but you were so heartless for this situation. So would you be for the same? No, it's not the same situation.
Yeah, you
it's
have to
different. The
listen.
context is different.
100%, and that's a big thing. Because I go
I
by.
feel like you can do the same, right?
Yeah, 100%. And some people were saying that, oh, you give up too easily on maintaining friendships or relationships with some people. No, nigga.
No, you don't realize the work that I put in beforehand, and now I'm just tired of it.
And that you said it so fucking dead on. No, nigga. No, you said it so dead. Nah, I spent too much time. Too much fucking too many L's, too many struggles to make sure that I understand and maintain my island of peace, to allow someone else to just fuck it up because they don't want to get their shit together. Like, I let people know, like, yo, like I told someone one time, I was like, look, if you do not hold dominion over these things, my sex life, you're not the one who gives me, like, my pay me, like, you're not the person who's like my boss, who okay, puts clothes on my back, who puts food in my stomach, who takes care of my shelter, who shelters my home. If you don't have dominion over any of these things, then if you're going to give me something, it better be fucking peace or something that enriches my life.
Yeah.
Right? If you do not do that, and every single time I deal with you, it's impeding on my mental state and all that, I'm so sorry. That. Peace out. Peace. Yeah. It's cool. I'm cool with letting you go because I know that if you continue to stay, this
it's just gonna kill me.
It's going to kill the way I like hang out with you, hang out with my nieces, with my sister, with my family members.
It's just gonna mess up your life.
It messes up my life. So I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Don't worry. We're good. I just don't think there's no point of us continuing. That's it. That's all. Man.
I have a question actually. I was thinking about it because I heard it like this week, and I was gonna ask you because I feel like I'm this way, and I feel like you are too, but I'm curious. So I was listening to a podcast, like a clip of a podcast, and the guy was saying that he doesn't like how some people don't allow people to like, I guess, like grieve their anger in a way, kind of like, for example, you get into an argument with somebody.
Yes.
Then you talk it out, you squish that beef. Are you able to just be okay at that point? Or do you still feel like you're angry and you can't be normal with that person? For even, let's say, even if it's for an hour or whatever. Like, say, you like me and you had a fight, an argument, and then so we were mad, we weren't talking, but then we came together, we had a discussion, and we squashed it. Like, okay, I understand your point of view, you understand my point of view. You may still be angry at the situation, but you feel like you're able, okay, because we've talked about it and we squashed it, you're able to just be okay.
If we squash it, I'm done.
We're good. Because this guy says, like, he's okay. We squashed it, but he might still be angry at the situation. So he can't just be all giddy, laughing, right away. And he says he gets upset when people will like act like, why are you still angry?
No. So I can squash the beef, right? But squashing the beef and bringing the friendship back to how it was, those are two different things, right?
Yeah.
Me squashing the beef is me saying, all right, there's a chance for us to go back to how it was. But you gotta give that time. No, I'm not saying like 2 years and all that shit. I'm not saying like I'm gonna look at you with fucked up eyes, right? I'm not gonna look at you and be like, you're a fuck bitch, nigga. I'm not doing that. Like I'm cool. Like if we squash the beef, we squash the beef. And I'm actively trying to be like, yo, you want to hang out? You want to do this?
That's what I mean.
Cool. I'm not gonna be like, okay, peace out. Not talk to you like for another 2 months.
No, well, because I think he was like even like meaning it as just even like a little argument over something stupid.
No, nigga.
But like if it pissed him off in the argument, like say we're doing that, we squash it, and now we're sitting here like watching a movie, and like I try to make a joke, he might not laugh at the joke.
No.
Because of the argument that happened. Because he said I need at least like maybe an hour or so to like just get over, because we still just had an argument. But me, I'm the opposite. Like I could like if we squash it, I'm good then. Like I might not freaking jump on your back and have a piggyback ride, but if you make a joke or whatever, or like I'm gonna just be cool with you.
Yeah, okay. With that stuff, like
that's what he said. Like he needs time to cool down still, even after like an argument.
Nah, bro. No.
That's what I can understand. Like you said, like maybe a big beef. I can understand that. But then I'm not gonna stay near you after that. I'll squash it and be like, cool. See you tomorrow.
I'm like,
and then by tomorrow, I should be fine.
But like if he's talking about like a stupid argument, like
that's what like he was talking about. Even like his examples was like an argument with like his girlfriend.
Okay.
And after the argument's over, she'll be like down to like cuddle or whatever the case, and he's like, cool, we can be in the same room, but I don't want to like. Give me an hour or like something like that.
But what was
I don't think I need
about?
it. Like anything,
if
even
the
stupid little.
If the argument is stupid, like the argument over like dinner, like what we having for dinner, this or that place, and that place. Yeah. That argument, let's say that argument was like 10 minutes.
Man.
I'm gonna be good, and we squash that. I'm gonna be good after that 10 minutes. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I squash it, I'm good.
I'm not gonna be like, don't touch me, because at that point it's just like, okay, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's maturity. But you gotta understand, like, some things you just have to let go.
Especially if you've already talked about it. Like, I can understand you might still have like some anger towards the situation, but that's a you thing.
That's a you thing,
and you need to work on that. And if you don't feel like you can, then I don't think you should be around that person.
Exactly.
But you can't get mad at the person. Well, at least I don't think you should be getting mad at the person if they think, oh, we've squashed this, and now they're like. I can understand them trying to be extra. Yeah. But if they're just trying to be like cool, or like I said, you're watching something and they crack a joke, I feel like if you don't think that you think like, no, you shouldn't be doing that, then I think you should be mature enough to be like, I need to leave. Yeah. I'm not mad, but I need a second.
Yeah. I think that's something you need to work on.
Yeah. Like if the person gets mad that you say you want to leave, then they're fucked up for that. Yeah. Because if you're saying you need time, then at least you're being honest and like being mature enough to say, I thought I was okay, but I still need to cool down a bit.
100%.
But like, so I don't know exactly. That's what he was saying. Like, he's the type of person that needs a cool down period, which I don't think I am, unless it's something major.
It's like, let's say, I don't know. Like you made plans to like you got a job promotion, but the promotion is in a different city, and let's say you never told me.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling out that you tell me, okay, babe, we need to move in like 6 months because blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, how long have you known this for? Over a year. I'm gonna feel a type of way, right?
Yeah.
But if that's something, I'll be like, okay, give me time to think. But if it's like, again, the dinner is like, oh, I don't know, you may have mistaken my order, or
I don't know if it was like as minor as that.
Okay,
but even like for us,
like stupid shit. Like
we had a beef when we were younger, right?
Yeah.
And then we talked it out. To me, after that, I was good.
Yeah.
But I feel like because it was a longer period of time, I feel like some people would say like, "Oh no, I need a minute." But I feel like after we discussed that, I was cool. Like, yo, we can hang out tomorrow or like the next day.
Weeks after, or a week after that.
But I wasn't thinking like, "Oh, I talked to this nigga and now I'm still vexed."
Nah,
the whole point that we talked is now we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you were that kind of person who we talk and after that things are still not good, I don't think it will work out. Because
I feel like
there's no point.
Yeah, I feel like we had a friend like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like,
like
and that's what, like how you were saying, like, do you realize that you actually need this person in your life, or you think like you realize like you don't? Because like in our situation with that, we realized that it wasn't just even this immediate situation that happened. There was things in the past, and I was like, bro, I'm not even worried about right now. I'm thinking we're not even over shit that happened before, and how are we gonna not get over that, or how are we gonna get over this if we're not even over those things over there?
It's like,
so it's just not worth it.
Your whole and that's my and people have like, I know some people that I don't talk anymore, and they'll be, oh, you're still mad at me because of XYZ things happened. I said no, I squashed the beef.
Yeah.
And what happened after squashing the beef? I called you every day. I messaged you to see if you're good. I asked you if you want to hang out. I did all these things. Does that look like someone who kept anger towards you? No. I was actively pursuing to like hang out and enrich our friendship, our relationship. But fucked up shit kept on happening, and I realized, okay, so after this is how I know if this person is important to me or not. If we stop talking, and I realized, remember the things I named? I forgot to name like my social life and my friends. Like, I'll say my social life. If the domain of my social life feels empty, I feel sad, I feel all these things because you're not there, that means you are a pillar.
Yeah, you were.
But if you're not, if I don't feel like that,
and if I feel at peace,
damn, if I'm this TT right now,
you was a thorn.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm glad that shit is out.
I'm so sorry to say, but that's it. And maybe when I was younger, I didn't really think about it that way. But sometimes, like people say, like sometimes when you get older,
you just realize,
yo, man, it's time to end it. And respectfully, we don't see things eye to eye. We don't go about things the same way. We just don't see and approach life the same way. Yeah, it's okay to say.
So there's not even any hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
We're not compatible. Let's just go our separate ways.
Exactly.
And cool. If we see each other in passing, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. No.
Just be like, yo, what's up? But like we don't like. We're nice cordial, but we're not like, we don't need to be buddy.
How you doing? Okay, that's good. Nice to see you. Take care of yourself. Bye. Right? That's it. You're not like saying dumbass nigga. You're not saying that.
And then there's some people that you do have to say, nah, fuck you for life, bro.
Well, yeah. And some people, and most of those people, for me, it's like, you fucked over many times.
Yeah.
You fucked up so many times, and I told you so many times, I'm trying. But like romantic relationships, where I get tired from all that shit, I get tired from you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bro, I can't do this. I can't. If every day I'm talking to you and I feel drained, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, there's something going on.
There's something fucking wrong.
And we need to cut something.
We need to cut it. We need to talk about this. And after the conversation, if it's still fucked up, we gotta say,
then, yeah.
And it's it's life.
Yeah.
High school was harsh. Maybe during the time, maybe high school, maybe little after high school, life was chaotic, and maybe that was a good time to have you in my life for us to navigate where we want to be in life.
Yeah.
But after when we got to where we want to be, and we had let's say like an annual review of our friendship, and I realized, yo, there's more cons than pros.
Yeah.
Yo, I think it's better for the both of us to say bye. That's it. I don't feel bad. I don't.
No, 100%.
I don't. And people say that, oh, it's so easy. Nigga, okay. I wouldn't say that it's easy, but I would say like I had to come to realizations. I had to be like you have to be honest with yourself.
That's the thing. I feel like people think that, oh, it's just easier for you because they didn't see the whole process.
Thank you.
So of course, it looks easy when you're just, oh, this person just gave up, but you don't know what happened here, and here.
Yeah.
It's not that I just gave up. It's that I'm finally saying, well, no, I respect myself and I need to move on for myself.
Exactly.
Because I've been allowing it and I've been allowing it and I've been allowing it.
100%.
But now I'm no longer allowing it. But as I said, like, I think even what's called Michael Beasley on Shannon Sharp's podcast, he was saying,
Michael Beasley.
the basketball player, yeah. The light-skinned guy with the green eyes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yes.
He was saying that people judge you based off your decisions, but don't, realize the choices. Like, for example, I think he said he was, while he was playing on the team, they had, pizza nights.
Okay.
But he was still living at home, and he had, 4 siblings. And his mom was, working, extra jobs to make money. So she always told him, when, if you bring something into this house, you bring it for the whole family, not just yourself. So they would have pizza night. This is, this guy's making thousands of dollars or whatever. This team is, millionaires. They don't care. So this nigga took a whole pizza. He's like, I'm going home. I'm not bringing one slice home because my mom will destroy me. So he took the whole pizza. Everyone saw that and said, how is this guy just going to take a whole pizza? But because he brought it home for his siblings, his mom. And he said, yo, bro, I was the first one on the Xbox that night. He's like, my mom didn't have to cook dinner. I brought something and I provided for my family. But people on the outside don't see that. They just say, oh, he stole the pizza from the team.
Facts.
So he's like, but I fed my family because that's what I'm here to do. I'm doing this to be able to provide for them. He's like, so people judge you on that, but they don't understand what your circumstances are.
That's
and
true.
that's facts, bro.
It's true. People don't understand.
And I was gonna say the last thing I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
this whole situation with the ABBA, because that also triggered me. Is she was talking about the self-deletion, freaking manipulation tactic.
Huge.
And which, like I said, I thought I was one of the only people that had to deal with that, because in my relationship that happened multiple times to the point where I was young and stupid. At one point, I got so fed up. My dumb ass said, do it, which is dangerous.
Dangerous,
because luckily nothing happened, thank God. But like I said, it wasn't the first time it happened. So I was like, yo, you're obviously not going to do it. You're just doing this shit, but it's fucking stupid. So then if you really, then yo, let me call your bluff then. Do this shit. I was like, oh fuck. It's scary. But like I said, it's not the first time. So it's over and over and over again. You're like, yo, you're obviously not doing it because this is not the first time you've done this. So why do you keep saying that shit? Which is crazy. I can understand with mental health stuff. Bro, I've never even thought of that. Even with all the stuff we see online, all the stories we hear, it has never crossed my mind. Has it ever crossed your mind?
Has suicide?
A thought?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be deep.
Yeah.
Really?
I have. But not over relationships. It was never over a relationship.
Just life in general?
It was, there are some things, like I said, bro, there are just some things in life where I didn't realize. Let me put it this way. I kept too many things on me.
Yeah.
And when I was chiseling my island of peace, I realized, okay, I love life,
Yeah.
But because I kept things in my life that were always draining me, I was just like, I don't like it. Like I told Josie, right? Because we had a conversation one time, and there was this one thing I read, and this person said, it's not like I want to kill myself. I'm not suicidal. But if I wake up to realize I no longer exist, I'm okay with it.
Okay, that's dark.
But bro. It was, but again, people are like, oh, you're cutting people off, you're cutting people. None, you don't know.
I'm trying to
because
find
when
my
I
peace.
kept people in, it was, bro,
draining.
I had conversations with you. You know. I show you the shit.
Yeah.
And it's all the time. So now I'm good. Back then it was just there's always drama. I don't understand. I try my best, especially when I enter a friendship or a relationship, not to be that person to be like, oh, woe is me life. Oh my God. Oh, oh, I'm mad at you, Nathan, because I'm mad at you because you're late when we're supposed to film. Nathan, I'm mad at you because you didn't think about me when you went out and you're doing this. I don't want to be that kind of person who, if I understand there's an option to always complain, but that's not me. And there's some people that will always choose to complain and cry instead of taking the time to understand.
Yeah, and it gets tiring.
Exactly. So for me, I was just taking that shit. And finally I was just like, yo, brah, I don't want, life is not good. Life is not good. But then when I decide to just purge a lot of shit, I was like, nigga, I can go to festivals and just enjoy myself. I can go to these things. I can do these. I can hang out with you guys. I just have a clearer conscience because I got rid of the
remove
things.
stuff that was not necessary.
Exactly.
Which is funny because I just thought about it too on like a smaller scale at like a younger age. Because we talk about this like now we're mature and we're like realizing this. I realized this even in high school. With before I met you guys, like in our friend group, I was hanging out with like what would be considered the popular kids. Because it's the kids that I also went to elementary school with.
Okay.
So we moved into high school, so like that's the only people I knew. So I started hanging out with them. But then I realized there would be like at lunches, I would be like stressed out because their older siblings might come and they like didn't see me as like one of the group fully. So I was like just one of the guys tagging along. So I would be like, I wouldn't necessarily call it bullied, but they would just like fuck with me sometimes. And in my head, I'm thinking, this sucks, but this is the only people I know. And so I did that for like the first few years of high school. And then I met you guys in like grade 9. And I realized then like the shift, because then when we started hanging out, I was no longer stressed out. I was like, we were just chilling.
Yeah.
We would have like our place where we would go to eat.
Yeah.
We would go to the park, play soccer. We'd do all these things. And in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, fuck them, bro.
Facts.
That shit was stressful. Every lunch, I was sitting there like, this nigga gonna say something? Is he gonna say something? Is he gonna do something? Are they gonna talk about me for this? Are they gonna? And then I'm like, yo, and now I'm just chilling with these people.
Yeah.
We're just laughing every freaking thing.
Yeah,
like there was no issues at all.
Yeah, bro. Even before hanging out with you guys, I used to hang out with just a bunch of people. First of all, they were all white, right? Most of them were white. One guy was like mixed, but he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna act like white, right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't stop taking the opportunity just to fucking say like a black joke or a skin joke or something, some news. So I'm just like, I can't even eat my African food in front of these people because they're going to say something, right? But then I'm hanging out with you guys and you're like, yo, you want to trade lunches? I'm like,
hell yeah, bro, that shit look good as fuck.
I was like, no. I don't think you guys realized. It was like, oh shit, I think I found my people. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Like, grade 7, I was in the other school, but grade 8 was hell. Because I felt like, nigga, I don't fit in.
Yeah.
Grade 9, because we didn't start hanging out until like the end of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
The last term? Yeah, that's what they call it. I was going to say semester.
I don't even know how that shit happened, to be honest with you, dude. Because I'm trying to think.
No, because I remember. I remember
hanging out with like the group that I used to hang out with, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny because you were talking about you hanging out with all white people. All my friends from elementary school were black. So I was literally with all the black kids.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I was just hanging out with them one day.
Yeah.
And then I just went on my own way one day. And then I think I made my way down like the gym area.
Yeah, the gym
and
area.
then I was like, who the fuck are these people?
And,
I was like, I seen you in geography class.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is the nigga from geography class. He's the troublemaker. And no, but then I try your mom's lasagna. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that shit good as
I
hell.
was like, oh shit. I never had lasagna until that point. I always hear lasagna.
That shit was good as hell.
I thought
bro.
lasagna was meatloaf. That's how fucking uncultured I was.
And then I had some stewed chicken. I was like, nigga, this chicken is falling off the bone.
I was like, you don't want this shit? You don't want this shit? So I was like, just saying, like, life becomes so much different.
Yeah, bro. And that's like at a small scale when we were young. Because like you think at that age, we feel like manipulated or we feel like peer pressure to stay in these kind of groups, right?
Yeah.
And then I just went my separate way and I was like, yo, fuck all this shit, bro. And then grade 10, 11, we were chilling, bro.
Chilling.
Doing stupid shit and chilling.
It was so fun. And I remember I was like, even though I didn't hang out with you guys for like almost half of high school, the second half of high school
was jamming. Like, which I'm trying to think too, because my grade 9 was like my worst year in high school. It's when I got suspended. It's like all kinds of shit. And I think it was like, was that before we started fully hanging out?
It was before.
Because, bro, in grade 9, I think in grade 9, at one point, I had detention for every single lunch for the rest of the year.
Jesus, man.
The whole lunch, too. Jeez. In the office, like, remember that, like, the Cycle 1 office? Mm-hmm. She had, like, the secretary had the desk, and then there was that room in the back?
Yes.
That was my room.
Fuck.
I literally went in there, and what's even crazier is, you know how, like, when we had lunch, you had, like, 15-minute, like, time to eat or 20-minute time to eat, and then you went outside? Mm-hmm. Bro, that shit was still there for me. So I would go into the office, and bro, after 15 minutes, they would come in. Are you done your lunch? I was like, no. They're like, well, hurry it up. I was like, nigga, I got the whole lunch period. Why are you stressing me about eating?
That's crazy.
But yeah, and then I used to fuck with them because I was like, yo, I'm stuck
If
I'm in jail pretty much.
Yeah,
Bro.
I want to make some.
The door was closed, and all I had was the glass.
The glass,
So
I remember that.
I used to like throw shit at the glass, and the secretary would like turn around. I used to do the dumbest shit, bro. I was bored as shit.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I just realized that switch too is like when we start hanging out, I was like, yo, bro, we're just chilling.
Things just hit different in life, and you just realize, oh shit, like that's why you like. I don't know who says it, but like your life really, really becomes better or worse depending on the people you have around you.
Yeah, or like once you realize, like when you in your circle, it just feels like everything just clicks. Like
it just clicks, and you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be at.
This is where I'm supposed to be at. So like, no hard feelings to people now in the future or anything. It's just like, if we're not good and it's hurting us to stay together,
I'm dropping you.
Let's I'm not gonna be that harsh, but I'm just gonna be like, it's good. Especially in romantic relationships, I'm like, yo, girl, listen, we're in Montreal. I promise you, you're going to find someone who matches the things that you want. It's like for you, Montreal has so many different kind of demographics of people that I don't know, dabble in different things. You will find your person. It's okay. Respectfully, I don't think we jump.
I'm good.
We don't jump. We give. If every day we're fighting, if every day I'm stressing about picking my phone up when I see a ding, I see a notification, and if I see, hey, what's up, and after I see a paragraph, I always have to not touch my phone, brace myself. Am I not speaking facts?
100%.
You gotta brace yourself. Now you have anxiety. Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, why that message so long?
Why is the message so long?
When you look at the preview and you can't read the full message?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck
and
did
you're
I
like,
do now?
I just feel like blah, blah, blah. You know, oh my God. So I open it, and I'm stressing because...
I want to talk to you. Oh, fuck.
Yo, bro. Like,
and then you start thinking, what the fuck did I do?
Facts. And one last thing I would just say from my end, it was like there was one time, like, no hard feelings. Like, for me, what I realized what I loved in relationships is like, if, like, we can be together and do things together a lot, but like, I really do, like, honor and appreciate my time alone, right?
Yeah.
So my time alone hanging, like, would be like going for a coffee in the morning, just that Montreal, like, if I go like at 7:00, no one wakes up. No one's in the city.
Yeah.
People are still getting... I know some people are doing construction. The sun is rising still or something. And I'm going to the coffee shop, roast the coffee. I'm just doing my thing, right? And after I get a message, and after I'm like... the girl's like, yo, so what's up? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, I just went downtown. I got coffee. I went to Chinatown to get some treats, some snacks and things for my nieces because I promised them. And I'm going to the bookshop, and then I'm going to come home and just cook and chill and watch a movie. She's like... this is how I know she was mad. She put like a thumbs up. What the fuck did I say? And now I'm stressing. This is my Saturday. This is my only Saturday. This is my only Saturday of this time and this year. What's wrong? I just felt like, you know, when you're out, I thought that it would be cool for you to just say, hey, I'm downtown and I'm thinking about you.
Fucking hate that.
And I was just
shit,
like, yo,
bro.
We hung out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I just want this mindset.
I just want to breathe.
Can you not just say, oh, that's really cool. I appreciate it. I'm like, oh, I appreciate you had a good day. Like, that's really nice. That's it. But it was just like this constant stress that if I'm doing something, I have to message you and let you. And that's why I don't have a phone. This is why I'm like, if I message you, I message you. And that's why when you say, yo, nigga, like, when you say, like, yo, I might be late because I have to do something, I'm like, I'm cool. Because I can't be mad at you and not have a phone. You know?
Yeah.
When I'm going outside, I'm doing my own thing. And if I connect to the internet and after I can message you, I'll message you. But
yeah, no, I agree.
Man, don't stress.
What was the last thing I wanted to say? I don't even remember anymore. Whatever. I feel like we talked a lot about.
We talked a lot. I love this episode, guys. If you was that hour and
hour 30. Great God, guys.
God dang. Yo, guys, but this was a great episode. I actually really liked this episode a lot. If you guys like the shit, please like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram. And YouTube, and post shorts and all that shit. Been posting shorts and yeah.
All right, guys. Troublemakers be reasonable. You'll see. Peace.
Yeah, we the reasonable troublemakers. Stepping in the room, feel the rhythm that it triggers. Troublemakers we be, but we move so free. Lay it down smooth like a late night key. Reasonable you'll see when the horns come through. Snap back to the groove, let it carry you.